Have you ever watched an Akira Kurosawa film and thought, man, I wish I could do that? Well, Ghost of Tsushima is the game for... What? We don't even have a release date for it yet? Ugh. Well, Kensei will work while we wait. As Kensei, you are the tactician of the group. You plan your opposition's moves for them and live in your foe's head so much, you should probably at least be considerate and pay rent at this point. Welcome to Kensei, the practical weeb.
Show me your moves!
Captain Falcon makes good use of his chains, which include Dawn of Justice, light, light, light. Spirit of the Weeb Lord, light, light, heavy. Form of Otaku, light, heavy, heavy. Doom of the Kensei, heavy, heavy, heavy. Okay, look, I'm just gonna stop here and basically just say you can push any attack buttons in whatever order you want and it will chain up to 3 times. Kensei really loves the number 3. Moving on to your moves. Head Whap, forward-light. Head Smash, forward-heavy. Swift Slap, side-heavy.
Gotcha, bitch!
Forward-guard break. Kensei's out-of-stamina punish works on both parry and throw. It's simply forward-top light and top heavy. Let's talk about combis. Kensei operates in chains of 3. His moves may be slow, but you can feint them together to keep your foe's head spinning. The main chain ender is an unblockable top heavy. While it's super slow, you can cancel it almost any time before it actually hits into legitimately anything else. Guard breaks, side light, dashing attacks, empty dashes, you name it. The simplest combo for Kensei being top heavy then side light. This will cancel the top heavy, slap him with a quick side light, and you can continue the chain from there. You can also cancel your top heavy with side heavies and a guard break. Are you facing one of those stubborn turtles that just refuse to open up? Get a degree in psychology and become a therapist. Or just use the first top heavy and then guard break. This will perform what I lovingly call the noggin bop, which can be followed up by a free light and then the third hit of the chain. Light attack, top heavy, soft feinted guard break is an effective short combo that resets you in a guard break. This allows you to side heavy and continue making your attacker see salt. Soft feinting just means that you don't have to push the actual feint button, just guard break or the attack button. It's really convenient. You can also dash out of a top heavy into any of your dashing attacks. Throw these in mid-string, and it'll really confuse your opponents because it's slower than the normal lights or heavies, and they most likely will get hit by it. Try top heavy feinting, dash heavy, top heavy. With the last top heavy, you can either let it fly as the unblockable, soft feint into a guard break, side light, or side heavy. It's really just chef's choice at this point. In my last guides, I didn't really include anything for 4v4 game modes because I thought it was fairly self-explanatory, but when I was grinding Dominion this past week for that sweet double XP, I noticed a lot of people not really understanding how to play 4v4s, so I figured I'd briefly cover it. Kensei can be built in one of 2 ways, the Oni of Mid and the Kama Itachi of Chaos. For the Oni of Mid, take Body Count, Inspire, Second Wind, and Stalwart Banner. Your role is to keep mid under control, which means a lot of minion killing. Lock on and spam side heavy. This is honestly the fastest way I've found to just keep those minions in check. Do keep in mind though, if you do go this route, you are a tantalizing morsel for any passerbys, so be prepared to fight multiple enemies at once, hence why the double healing feats. For the Kama Itachi of Chaos, take Fast Recovery, Smoke Bomb, Second Wind, Unblockable. With this build, you will be floating between A and C, cleaning up fights and dashing away on the wind again. A Kama Itachi is a creature that rides in on a dust devil and cuts people with nails and then dashes away. Japanese folklore is fucked up. I mean seriously, read some of this shit if you have the time. While you aren't as fast as a shinobi, you still do get the job done. Once you get into a fight, pop your unblockables and go to town on as many people as you can. The key to getting this build up and running is to catch people moving into the points and being that goalkeeper. The Tusk of Truth. Kensei is really slow. Much slower than Orochi and Ibushi, which is what I'm used to. So it actually took me quite a while to get used to him. He's definitely near the top of the pecking order for the tier lists, and probably is the best that the samurai has to offer. He just has options for almost any situations. All of this without feeling cheap. Whenever I won with Kensei, or even when I lost, it just felt fair. Unlike Centurion, where he just punches you into a wall and it's pretty much game over. I mean, seriously, fuck Centurion. Hate that character. He's just a fun, cinematic badass, and I highly recommend him to both beginners and veterans alike. This has been The Tusk of Truth, an honest look at the character and/or game. Tip of the sword. Kensei loves pressure. In fact, he thrives on it. The more you can make your opponent scramble, the more time you have to calmly dismantle them. So medium to close range is where you're going to want to plant your butt. Dash and guard break can be used to catch people who try to perform a tactical bitch retreat, but outside of that it's pretty telegraphed and I haven't had much luck with it otherwise. Against heroes who tend to spam attacks, i.e. Orochi, PK, Aramusha, it's probably going to be best just to stick to line attack chains and top heavy dash cancels. They tend to just mash as soon as they see a red indicator, so trying to play the long, slow mix-up game with them just doesn't work very well. Did you know that you can delay your swift slap? Just look at your sword. If it's still glowing like a glow light, you can just hit your heavy and perform the move. Because it comes out so late, you can trick some people into thinking you're just empty side dashing. You'll only get side heavies off of a guard break. However, you can throw and wall splat them to get a top heavy. Kensei's throw and noggin bop both disorient your enemy, letting you mask your follow-up move. Kensei is more practical than some other heroes, choosing a large, heavy weapon capable of massive damage. Although this does make you more prone to running out of breath faster than Link from Skyward Sword. Okay, seriously, what were they thinking with this mechanic? It's just so stupid and I don't understand why they did it. And Kensei Zone is both practical and fancy enough to satisfy the fanciest of Weeb lords. You begin by activating your Beyblade Chi and spinning in a circle, hitting 3 times. In 1v1s, use it to get a quick burst of damage off before cancelling it after the first hit. In 4v4 modes, you can let it continue if you're surrounded like some sort of a wounded animal defense mechanism, but it might get parried. Kensei is very, very fun, and lets you be creative and experimental without punishing you too hard for trying something unorthodox. So get out there and defeat the barbaric hordes and those shiny tin cans with your glorious Nippon steel. However, if you want to ignore all that and get some cheap wins, use Swift, Slap, Top Heavy, Cancel, Side Heavy. Thanks for joining me in this edition of the Walrus Wisdom Guide series. Kensei, the Practical Weeb. Take care, you lovely bastards.
Victory.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm going to be trying to bring you guys a guide every Friday from here on out. That's right, every Friday a new guide video in either For Honor or possibly off meta builds in League of Legends. Teaser. If you like the video, hit the subscribe button in the middle of your screen so you don't miss another guide, or watch some of the videos on the left or the right. Take care.